Hello, and happy Motivational Monday to all of my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your Motivational Monday reading. This reading is for the 3rd of July through the 3rd of August. Let's do it. So, on the 2nd, the moon was in Sagittarius, passing through the zodiac sign in Capricorn. And so this window is still open. If you're watching this video on the 2nd, that window of opportunity is open. It's Sagittarius, is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of growth and opportunity. You want to think about words like good fortune, blessings, enthusiasm, zest for life, opportunities, abundance, horizons, possibilities, confidence, ethics, morals, adventure. Right? So this is where people using this portal that's wide open are saying things like, okay, I got to get real serious about my money. I got to get real serious about my purpose here on earth. I got to get real serious about my relationships with people. Like, I got to get real serious about that, because you're also feeling the effects of your sign, the moon in Capricorn. And when you think about Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, Saturn is currently retrograde, but it's the planet of concentration, structure and order, limits. So create those firm boundaries for people to know, hey, listen, I have a window of opportunity. I'm taking advantage of it. I'm jumping through this. I'm making sure I land on the bright side of this moon in Capricorn that you'll feel on the 3rd, right? On the 3rd, you'll feel that moon in Capricorn on the 3rd. Fully, you'll feel it on the 3rd. You think about words like discipline, patience, rules, being serious about about closing out cycles, finishing strong. You think about formalities when you think about Saturn, tradition, hard work, dignity. So I am closing out cycles in a very mature and a very authoritative way in love. So because Sagittarius is a fire sign, I'm learning how to adapt. It's a mutable fire sign, divine masculine. I'm taking action today. If you're watching this on the 2nd, today ends this phase. We're still in a cycle, and then we move into the full moon phase on the 3rd. So today, if you're watching this on the 2nd, write down every thing, person, places, or thing that has access to your universe. And you can start by looking through your cell phone. Actually, just look at all the names in your cell phone and attach an emotion. If it's unhealthy or if it's a wounded emotion where it's like to a distraction, I need to toss it into a burning bowl. I need to release this I need to take the action to release it out of my universe today. Today. I need to release it from my universe so that I can make room for the other things that I'm trying to attract. Like growth in my money, growth in my love life, growth in my knowledge and wisdom, growth in my whatever it is. You know, my opportunities. I want more opportunities to come my way. You know, growth in my possibilities, growth in my confidence, right? So that's where that fire is being put up under you. And then, of course, feeling the effects of the moon in Capricorn is, you know, putting that. You all know you're a divine feminine sign. Is like, let me sit down and process this so I can really go ahead and close out some cycles and not operate in fear, operate in faith, right? Faith in source. Let's go, Capricorns. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. So yeah, so on the, like I said before, on the 2nd, you're feeling the moon in Sagittarius and / Capricorn as that moon is moving through those zodiac signs. On the 3rd, you'll feel it in Capricorn. On the 4th, you'll feel it in Capricorn and also moving into Aquarius. So of course, you all know I'm going to keep you abreast of things. Here we have the Hierophant card, the 9 of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and also the 7 of Cups. The Hierophant card, right? So somebody is starting to have an innate spiritual understanding of why certain things have been like a nightmare in your life. Certain things have been like a nightmare. Could have been a Taurus in your life, Capricorn, that started with this nightmare, especially if there's some kind of an attachment to someone's demons who are very stubborn. They don't want to learn how to adapt and to adjust. This is what you're moving towards, the King of Pentacles, which is the wealthiest card in the deck. And somebody is absolutely attached to you who only wants money. I'm just trying to help somebody. They just want money from you. That's all that matters. They don't have a problem with gaslighting you. They don't have a problem. This is somebody from your life that you've experienced this between the ages of 0 and 7, 0 through 7. All they cared about is what they could get from you, They don't care how, it would be like, and people may have told you about this person. They could have said, oh, they all about money. They don't care about anything else except paper and coins, money, right? But the energy of money is so much deeper than that. It's about your relationships with other human beings. So if you have energies in your universe right now that's attached to you that cause low self-esteem, they're narcissistic, they are bullies. You're unclear of where you stand in their lives. They'll quickly put other people over you. And I'm even talking about, like, they will choose, like, if you've ever had a parent, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody, so let me just issue trigger warning so you can stop the video right here. If you've ever had a parent that chose whoever they dated over you, or put you secondary, it may not click to somebody if you're dating somebody and your name is in a list of lineups and they always put your name under someone else's, that you're always an option. You're never the preferred. Something may not even click for somebody. And so this ruling planet Pluto is bringing all of those childhood, ancestral and family traumas to the surface. So you may have felt like, oh, I forgave, a parent who chose everybody else over me. I was just an option, until all of a sudden you start making money, and then you're around other people who are always somehow looking to keep you under their thumb. They're older than you are. So of course you got to somehow, to some degree, bow down to them. Age doesn't equate to wisdom. You need to be around people, Capricorn, that are respectful of you. That's a non-negotiable. If you don't respect the fact that, and I'm talking about you all Capricorns, if people don't respect the fact that you are a divine spirit in human flesh and human form, and you have a brain of your own, you have a way of doing things, the way that you do things, then they're either demoting themselves from your universe, or they're kicking themselves out of your universe. No and, ifs, or buts. So here we have the 7 of Cups, and a lot of times, somebody could have passed down you could have inherited somebody else's demons. There's a song by I think it's called Sins of the Father by Usher. If somebody may want to listen to the lyrics of that song, because that's exactly what this is, kind of like sins of, like somebody inherited somebody else's demons. And so somebody could be easily tempted by what they think is love. They could be easily tempted by money. They could be easily tempted by things of the world, instead of recognizing that the energy of money, remember, the paper and coins money is a resource, right? It's just a resource. What true money is, true wealth is healthy relationships with other human beings. This right here lets me know that, yes, somebody is on their path to becoming very wealthy. And I'm talking about because you've been depositing good energy out into the universe, but you also got to look at that thing for what it really is. Have you inherited someone else's demons, right? And then are you also attracting energies who are just around you because they know, Capricorn is out here making these connections. Let me see if I can keep them under my thumb. Let me see if I can bully them. Let me see if I can cause them to have low self-esteem about anything, from the way that you look, your skin color, how tall or short you are, your gender. Let me see if I can keep them under my thumb, so that somehow I can stay attached to them, right? And that's how some people attract those types of people that they're dating. They mistake it for, oh, this person, they inspire me. But as soon as you don't do what they want you to do, Capricorn, what do? They turn around and burn you. They do something to put you, and other people will bring things to your attention. They may say to you, well, how come Capricorn, your name is not at the top of the list when you're a star, you have headlining capabilities? Or how come, this person is talking to you like this in front of a group of people? Or why do you feel like the need, to always highlight other people in spaces where you should be shining? This has nothing to do with you being a competitive spirit, because the only person you're competing with is the person in the mirror. This right here, this what I'm looking at right here, is causing somebody to have nightmares. And so every time you look back and you replay things as that, and by the way, I'm talking to you if you have, even if you're on the cusp of Aquarius or Sagittarius, but I'm trying to motivate somebody to get to this throne. That's not arrogance. This is already predestined. God predestined this for you to be very wealthy, Capricorn. This is time for somebody to break out and recognize there's some energies that are intentionally doing something right in your face, being very passive aggressive. Being very passive aggressive. And I'm just here shining a light on it. Not trying to stir any pots or trying to get anybody riled up or anything like that. I'm shining a light. So when you look back on certain things and you start paying attention to, you know, some of the things I see online and how some people treat their parents, how some parents treat their children publicly, is the parents should be ashamed of themselves. Like, you're talking to an adult and you're treating an adult as if they are still 5, 6, 7, like you got to control them, that kind of energy. Oh no, that's a no-go. That should be a no-go, because you are now an adult who has to protect your own inner child. And that's leaving your own inner child feeling unprotected when something for somebody was between the ages of 0 and 7. Absolutely, some parents need to be sat down and talked to. Like, hold on, in a very respectful way. I am not a child. If you want access to my universe, then this is how you need to conduct yourself. Now, we decide to move from here, I've already laid it out for you. And how you want to move from here, that's up to you. Do you want to demote yourself, or do you want to cut yourself off from my universe? Because it's already predestined. That's not arrogance at all. That is the truth. You're here. Everybody is here on a mission. Everybody has gifts and talents that God gave us to do a job to better humanity, to better human beings, other human beings. We're here to glean and grow from each other and learn from each other. And so you don't have time for bullying energies and people who are passive aggressive and playing these little silly mind games. Right? So keep your frequency, keep your vibration high. Stay around people who are offering fresh water to you so that you'll know you feel strengthened by that. Stay in your light. That's where the healing is. That is where the healing is. And so you have a lot of ancestors around you, giving you some help to help you navigate through these situations. See, some of these bullying energies are going to mess around and hurt themselves because, and I'm talking about as far as their health is concerned, like stress themselves out. And we already know what stress can do. They're going to mess around and do that to themselves because people are starting to learn they have no control. I'm telling you, for a person to, even master manipulators know that they don't have dominion over other human beings. That's why they got to go into playing mind games and manipulating and bullying and trying to cause you to have low self-esteem and chronic fatigue and all of that, because they know they don't have any control over you. So they have to use things like, I make more money, I know what I'm doing more than you do, I know. That's not the way you lead people. That's not the way you help people. So that's what I'm saying for you all so far. So Source wants you to focus on your healing. Source wants you to focus on your healing and stay in spaces where you feel nurtured. You feel nurtured. Here we have the healing card, the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups came out in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and also the King of Pentacles twice. King of Pentacles twice. So when I say double wealth, that's an understatement, but somebody still doesn't know that when you get stressed out, somebody's still trying to work through it. Somebody's still trying to see things with their natural eyes. Every single day, Capricorns, please hear me. Every day, if you live near a beach, if you can drive to a beach, go to it every single day. Put that as a standing appointment on your calendar. And your cell phone alarm goes off. I don't care what else is going on. I have somewhere to be. Everybody don't need to know that you're going to the beach every day near some body of water. I need to carve out. I don't care if I'm tired. Of course, if you're tired, you're not going to get behind the wheel of a car. But every single day, if I'm tired and I feel like I need to take a nap, I got my water sounds playing in the background to recharge. Because there are some people who know that you're well connected, you're well respected, the energy of money is all over you, and they will try to force themselves through your door, by burnout. So I'm telling you, Capricorns, if you have somebody that can talk to somebody that's like, this bully face to face or by phone, you're going to stop doing all of this to Capricorn. You're going to leave them alone, or you're running the risk of being cut out of their universe. That's why you need to have people. That's why you need to have people around you that are like, that will insert themselves. So many times people see stuff going, they see all kinds of stuff going on around people and they don't even speak up. They don't say anything. Your loved ones, they see that you're hurting, they don't speak up. So if somebody asks you something, if somebody says to you, Capricorn, somebody who loves you says to you, is everything okay? And you know it's a safe space to talk, tell them. Don't keep trying to, because you all are the hardest working sign in the zodiac, and we're talking about your emotions here. Somebody is delaying their walk to the throne. So this King of Cups right here, when I say the throne of your wealth, again, wealthy relationships with people, like healthy relationships, stability in your own life, security in your own life, prosperity, career success. Somebody's delaying that because they're too afraid. And so, somebody has their head hung low. They feel like they left out in the cold. You don't have a whole lot of support from certain people. Latch onto those people who are supportive. Latch onto those people. Remove fear, shame, embarrassment. Latch on to people who are helping you, and get near water. Turn this King of Cups from reverse to upright. Get near water, a pool, lake, stream, something every single day without fail. Every single day, because somebody's overthinking a situation and drying out your own soil. And so you're easily tempted by the things around you, whether you're tempted by a sex demon, or you're tempted because somebody is bullying you, or they got to know you every step of the way, every single day. They're tempted. Their energy is tempting you. So God is sending a lot of information to you about a lot of things. 8 of Pentacles is not just about 8 streams of income. It's incoming information from God about your money. Today, that portal is wide open. We're about to close it out so we can enter into a new phase, which is the full moon phase. But you're feeling the effects of Sagittarius and Capricorn today. And so, like I said, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. That's the largest planet. Growth and opportunity. Set it in motion today. Even if you haven't physically closed out cycles, God, give me an exodus strategy out of this. Tell me who can help me with this. If I'm scared, if I feel like it's a bullying parent, give me the strength to call on some help. If I feel like it's a bullying sibling, give me some help. Give me the strength to call on some help. Or if I feel like it's a bullying manager, give me the strength to call on some help. Like, don't be afraid or ashamed or embarrassed. You don't want to be in a situation where, you don't have any more money, and now you got to pull other people in a crisis because you don't have any money. You feel like everybody has abandoned you. You don't want to get to that point. So here we have the 4 of Pentacles. So Source is saying, right now, stop being so, learn how to be conservative with the overthinking. Time is money with your time. Be very conservative with your time and get as far away from those types of energies as possible. The bullying, the people who are constantly keeping you under their thumb. Get as far away from those people. And again, if you feel like you got some help, call on those people. I'm telling you, there's some people, I'm picking up on energy here, because you got your ancestors around you, but you also got earth angels too. You also got earth angels that will help you. Everybody's not afraid of bullies. Let me just say that. Let me just put it that way and just leave it out in the universe. But everybody is not afraid of bullies, because everybody knows at the root of that is fear. They just haven't met their match. And if you feel like you're a person who is non-confrontational, and when I say a bully hasn't met their match, it's not that that the person that's going to help you is a confrontational person. Somebody is just tired of seeing you walking around in a nightmare. That's what I'm seeing right here. Constantly replaying things over and over and over again in your head. So your ancestors are coming through people. It's saying, listen, you want me to take care of that? I don't have a problem making a phone call and letting the person know. and letting a person know, this stops today. This stops today. Sometimes it can come from one parent to the next parent. Sometimes it can come from a grandparent to a parent. You know, sometimes your grandparents need to step in and tell your parents something like, oh, no, that's my grandchild. That's my grandbaby. You are not going to talk to my grandchild like that. And that's how some parents are, right? Some grandparents are. They're not playing about, some of your grandparents are not playing about you, and they're still not playing about you even if they're on the other side. So they may have to come through a sibling to say to your parents, to say something to your parents, or say something to, you know, other people. So welcome all the help that God is sending your way. Sometimes you have an angel right there in the workplace that will approach your manager and stop your manager dead in their tracks. Somebody has to ask God for help so that you can stop walking past your vault door and wondering, when is it my time? When is it my time? Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it should not be embarrassing to ask for help. Somebody works for a bullying manager right now. They're just abusing their power, and somebody feels helpless. Call God. God, help me. Point me in the right direction. Point me in the right direction. The Magician card. So clear messages are going to come to you in your healing. Take this time out during this full moon phase that we're entering into, and that portal is open, so you're already feeling it, to heal. This is a time for healing. This is a time for protection. This is a time for scheduling readings if you feel like you need to schedule some readings. This is the time for healing, Capricorn. And this is also for time for letting go and banishing any wounds or any unhealed or wounded emotions attached to people, places, and things. Get help if you feel like you need to get help. Here we have the Emperor card. You know, somebody could also be an Aries that's attached to this. It could be a Taurus. It could be an Aries. It could also be an Aries on the cusp of Taurus as well. Somebody has very bullying energy, you know, around them. Here we have the Page of Coins. We also have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and also the Six of Swords. So something has been an uphill climb for somebody, but somebody's eventually going to move on from this, going to eventually move on from it. Here we also have the Page of Coins. So you're going to start seeing your money increase when you get away from those bullying energies that are also could be showing themselves up in your current life right now. So somebody has to go back and say, okay, let me see. Okay, let me remember some things. That's where the healing is going to come from, because things are going to come to your memory. You weren't hallucinating. You're starting to dream bigger. You're starting to use that imagination to dream bigger. So you weren't losing your mind. You weren't hallucinating. You weren't making up stuff. You weren't exaggerating. You're learning how to dream bigger. Right? So you'll be able to defend your decision to move on from some energies without coming across as defensive at all. I'm telling you. Source got some earth angels down here that's going to help you. Source got some earth. Source got some. Woo! The way I used to tell on my parents to my grandparents, I used to tell them everything. When I say everything. So yes. So sometimes you need to enlist some help. Sometimes you need to enlist help. I mean, grandparents can come through, you know, parents, the other parent can come through and take up for you because they already know what somebody is dealing with. All somebody see is dollar signs all over you. Your family, the loved ones that you feel like they respect you, they can come through if you're in a romantic relationship with somebody. And you feel like, okay, I feel like I can handle this. Don't let things get so overwhelming for you all Capricorns where you feel like, you know, you're about to crack or that you're about to break. Don't do that to yourselves, right? But I do see somebody celebrating something on the other side. You know, when you deal with your shadow self, fear, doubt, uncertainty, or whatever the case may be. But put in those phone calls. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. There are some family members that'll come through. They can't wait. They can't wait. They can't wait to say something. Ooh, I can tell y'all some really, really funny stories about my grandparents and my parents. My grandparents didn't know. When I say didn't play about me, at all. At all. All it took is one phone call. We're talking about on those phones where You dial the numbers, that rotary dial. If you got one number missing, you got to call all over again. It's not like today when you dial a number and then you say, oh, I made the wrong number. Okay, let me press the back button and let me go ahead and dial the right number and then press send. Totally different. So, but yeah, let my parents look at me wrong or say something crazy. I'm on the phone. I'm making a phone call. Then all I hear from the parents is yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. And I'm looking at, I know exactly who to call. Here we have chanting. So here we have the number 8. And so source is saying create some kind of a chant, and I mean, joking, but really not joking. I did used to do that with my parents, but if they got out of hand, if they were starting to over parent, sometimes parents can overdo it. And so you need to enlist some things, and then, anyway, but you can call on help in the workplace. You can call on help. Source is Most High God's source is what I'm saying, is the master helper. If you need help, if you really, really feel like, okay, life is getting overwhelming and I really, really need some help here. So, but don't overthink this. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Don't stress yourselves out. If you got some help around you, there's no shame and embarrassment or getting other people involved. None whatsoever. Let's see what else we got going on here, Capricorns. Okay, so Capricorns, let's get ready to wrap this up. So I think you all get the gist of it right now. You can wake up from a nightmare anytime you feel like it. And again, I'm talking to you if you have Capricorn anywhere in your birth chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but even if you're on the cusp of Aquarius or Sagittarius, I am talking to you as well. If you have any bullying spirits in your life at all, even if you feel like, well, that's just how they are. No. Stop accepting that kind of energy into your universe, because it's very distracting. It's counterproductive. It'll burn right through your wealth. It'll burn right through your self-worth. It'll burn your relationships. It will burn you out. Get those type of energies out of your universe. And again, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If it applies to you, great. If it doesn't, that's great too. So let's see. So I do see somebody getting away from that. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and also the 4 of Wands, right? 4 of Wands. Somebody's going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of their back, and maybe even celebrating, just being able to just move on in love, right? Everything doesn't have to be traumatic or dramatic, right? An ending doesn't have to be traumatic or dramatic, right? For you at least, because you're releasing things in love. So again, to reiterate, anything that's causing unhealthy or wounded emotions, when you think about people, places, or things, it needs to be tossed into a fire pit today. You don't have to go buy a burning bowl. If you got something, you can write something down on a sheet of paper and burn it in your sink, long as you're near something where you're not catching other things on fire, right? So here we have the 6 of Cups. I do see somebody moving on in childlike faith. We also have the 9 of Cups. I thought I saw the okay, so you got the 9 of Cups. I'm saying wish fulfillment for you, on your journey. A lot of good things are happening for you, but somebody just has to understand, when you're in the presence of people who are, have this very manipulative, and even manipulation could come in the form of a person who is, like I said, passive aggressive, silent treatment, playing all kinds of games, all of this other stuff where you're just exhausted, just drained. Here we have the 10 of Pentacles. I see you working on your legacy wealth, and also the 8 of Cups. See how this is blurred right here when it came to somebody's heart. Somebody's heart chakra was out of alignment. But in your light, in your life purpose, is where everything is clear. Make no mistake about it. Every human being on this planet has purpose. You have gifts and talents, and you're here to do sources work, to better humanity, to better mankind, right? And so that's your gift to mankind. And so anything that tries to compete with your purpose here on earth, eventually their demons consume themselves. But if you don't recognize it, you could be the person that zombifies out for years and then wake up one day and go, gosh, I could have, you hear people say, I was about to do this and I was about to do that and I was about to do this and about to do that, and say, you know what, I can look back and know that I was obedient to my purpose, to source. So that's why I see somebody here. I see somebody in their light. So congratulations to you all for stepping into the light, for stepping into the light. Again, happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all as you're on your journey to opening up your vault door, which the only person that has the key is you. And you have the key. You have the key. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. Again, happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. So develop some type of chant. Also, like I said, if you're trying to increase your money or or you're trying to grow your money, there's videos on YouTube, how to attract money. You want to listen to those. If you want to remove any blockages, if you feel like, okay, I don't have any dream, I don't remember my dreams. I feel like I'm naive in all of this. Like what? Remember, everybody is learning. So people learn however they learn, at their own pace. So you're not behind anything. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. That's the part you can be gentle with yourself. It's like, okay, I'm trying to grow my spiritual sense, right? My spiritual, I want to be able to see and hear things spiritually. And so all you have to do is go to source, surrender. That's right, surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's the hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. And that's what somebody is so stubborn, they feel like they can control you. They have to manipulate you when they don't have dominion over you. Whether it's passive aggressive or aggressive, somebody is trying to control you and they don't have dominion over you, and it's frustrating them. That's why some people have to bully people until they meet their match. If you have some people in your life that can help you, with that and be as a support, if you don't want, people to clash, in conversation about you, then just as long as they're there to support you, to be a safe space and a soft landing for whenever you need that support. Just be there for you, to be a safe space. Use your hands. Somebody uses their hands to make money. So 5 and 3 is 8, and 8, you right here. This is the money exchange number. So somebody is definitely going to be very, very wealthy in terms of healthy relationships, solid, stable, loyal, patient relationships, as well as your career success and prosperity. So again, if whatever it is you want to grow, that portal is wide open. Start listening to those vibrations. There's all kind of cheat codes on social media. You can just go to YouTube and type in cheat codes for whatever you want. You want to, opportunity to lose weight or gain weight. There's codes for that. If you want to, lose fear and gain faith, there's codes for that in scriptures. There's also Bible scriptures for all of these things too. So there's help all around you. There's help all around you. You want to increase your confidence and reduce your anxiety about situations, or get that anxiety out of your spirit about something and increase your confidence. Scriptures for that. If you want, it's a lot of things around us. Here we have the number 34. 34, 3 and 7, that's that like lightning bolt of information connecting your higher. So, well, you don't see this number. I'm see if I can see the number 7 is somewhere in here. Let me see if I can, let me see if I have it in one of the Uno cards. Listen to the elevator music as I look for the card. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. That's the elevator music, y'all. Here we have the number 7. So 3 and 4 is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7, right? So the top part of the number 7 is your highest self. This base right here is your lowest. And this little piece right here is God's way of getting information to you, like connecting the dark in you, the light in you, the seen, the unseen, known, unknown, the good, the evil. Like God is making things around within you and around you making sense. So if God is saying your fear right here is at the lowest self, and your faith is here, God is connecting why you are fearful and what it's going to take for you to get to faith and who can help you stay in that light. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. But here we go. There is no need to fear, dear one. There we have number 7. Protected you are and protected you will always be. Protected you are and protected you will always be. So if you have earth angels that can help you, like I said, you may not want them to have a one-on-one conversation with somebody, but if you feel like, you just need somebody to talk to connect with, that's like fresh water, whenever you feel stressed, then call them. Here we go. 7 again. 1 plus 6 is 7. I am perceptive. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge and the benefit of others. And for the benefit of others. And for the benefit of others. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. Let me see if there's any other cards here. Let's see if there's any other cards. Happy Motivational Monday to each and every one of you all. Again, Capricorns. Focus on your healing. This healing, you see how this person is lying down right here? If you can go get a massage or just get some extra rest during this week as we're entering into this full moon phase on the 3rd. I know that there are some people in some parts of the world that celebrate Independence Day. If that's not your thing, or if you're around all of that kind of stuff and you feel like, okay, I need to decline some invitations because I just want to get my rest, then don't feel bad. You are choosing you. You are choosing yourself. Here we have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, and also the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. 5 of Pentacles twice. Like I said before, it could be 2 energies in your life right now. They're energies that they have the same type of demons, the demons of bullying and rage, those manipulative energies in your life. And so Source is saying, if you don't know who they are, ask God. Ask God. Here we have the 2 of Cups. It's a soulmate energy. Soulmate is not necessarily a love interest. Soulmate can be a cousin, you know, that you feel like I can talk to. It can be a sibling. It can be another parent, whoever, you know, whatever. It could be a grandparent. It can be whoever, you know. But I do see more money coming across your path, new opportunities to make more money coming across your path. I'm telling you, somebody could be living their absolute balanced out life. Here we have the 3 of Cups. This is where you're in the posture of gratitude to God. You're just saying, God, thank you. You know, here we have the 3 of Cups twice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for answers. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for exposing things around me. Thank you for giving me the strength to toss things into a fire bowl and walk away and stay in my light. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And also thank you for childlike faith. Thank you for childlike faith. So not only is somebody tossing things into a fire bowl today and releasing things in love so that it doesn't get you so fired up and causing you to be low vibrational. And the last thing you want to do is align yourself with low vibrational energy that's going to get you all fired up, and ultimately that fire consumes you, burning your reputation. You just don't want to align with people when you are, like I said, when you feel like your water is low. And after you do all of that, if you live near a beach, a lake, a stream, or a pond or something like that, go just sit out there and journal. Just go sit out there and journal your thoughts. Put it in your cell phone. You know, if you're afraid that somebody's going to be able to read it or whatever, and then lock your cell phone. But they're your private thoughts between you and God. Let's see what else we have here, and let's get ready to close this out. Let's see what else we have, and let's get ready to close it out. Because bullying energies always want to know what's going on in your mind. Like, when are we going to get through that door together? When are we? But they got to come up against God, because it wasn't meant for certain energies to go through that door. The more scared we are of work, the more scared we are of a work or calling, the more sure we can be that we have to do it. That's from Stephen Pressfield. So the more scared we are of a work or calling, the more sure we can be that we have to do it. And so think about a goal that you have been afraid to pursue. Close your eyes, inhale for 3 counts, then exhale for 3 counts. As you breathe, visualize what life would look like if you achieve that goal. What is one thing that you can do today to overcome your fear? What is one thing you can do today to overcome your fear? I can think of one thing. Talk to God. Talk to God. Toss things into a fire pit. Throw the word fear, as it relates to people, places, and things, into a fire pit. You know? Here are the questions for Capricorn. This is just before we go ahead and close this out. Questions for Capricorn. What are your top 3 priorities this week, month, and year? You may have heard these questions before. And then the second question is, what are your biggest fears? Third question is, do you have specific daily rituals and routines that nourish you? Fourth question is, do you reward yourself when you accomplish something? And then last but not least is, how much of your day or week do you block out for self-care and personal development? All right, let's close this out, Capricorn. But yes, you all get the gist of all of this. Here we have energy, affirmations for energy. I am full of creative ideas. I am alive and well. I am bold. I am healthy. I am happy. I nourish my body with healthy foods. I hydrate my body with adequate water. My purpose is here and now. Today, I am blessed with an abundance of energy. Yeah, because things are working out. And so you have to decide how long you're going to sit in front of your vault door. You have to decide who you're going to keep letting you ride your back like Seabiscuit. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this either. You're going to have to, like, what is weighing so heavy on you that you can't even see that if I just release certain energies from my life, I can have enough room to process looking up and seeing the key to my vault. Right? Who has got me so distracted that I keep walking past my own vault with my head hung low? Who is causing that kind of draining in my spirit? That is what I have for you, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.